Hi, welcome to IRTV Studios. It's a great pleasure to grab some time with Christine Bardwell from Oracle. We last spoke about a year ago at the Internet Retailing Conference, where we chatted about the work Oracle was doing to create the Oracle Commerce Cloud. Now, in the intervening time, we've just done a white paper, which we're really pleased with, and the link to that will be underneath, I'm pleased to say. However, let's just take a step back and catch up with you. So tell us a bit about your current role before we dive in.
So I focus on strategy within CX, within customer experience at Oracle. So I focused on a couple of applications at Oracle, Commerce Cloud and now Loyalty Cloud as well.
Right, so we'll come back to loyalty in a second. So just tell us, in the year since we spoke, how has the Commerce Cloud product developed?
Yeah, we've come a long way actually since we last spoke. Around the time that we spoke before, we were just at the point of really launching Commerce Cloud out into the market. So in the time since then, we have developed the product a huge amount. There have been at least between 4 and 6 releases a year. So each release that we've pushed out has been really feature heavy, and gradually we're opening up all of the functionality that you would expect from our on-premise product from Oracle Commerce, the old ATG acquisition, and we're opening that up gradually into our cloud product.
So in the years since we've spoken, I know you've been working hard on the Commerce Cloud. Tell us what's changed behind the scenes.
So we've come a long way in the last year. We've been particularly focused on that entire customer journey. So right from the very first moment that the customer interacts with a retail brand right through to the very, very last moment, and everything in between. So that focus, for us, the focus is not just on the Oracle stack. We have Marketing Cloud, we have Service Cloud, Social Cloud. We're pulling all of these things together to create a complete CX journey, but we're also focusing on what does the customer already have within their stack, what do they want to integrate, and making that as easy as possible for them to do that in order to create that customer, that complete customer journey.
Now, the word integration normally makes my blood run cold with fear, because when we're dealing with these incredibly complex software products, it's been a business change operation. So how has that moved forward from having a collection of best of breed software components into the CX offering?
Yeah, I mean, typically in the past it has been a huge headache. It's been very costly and very time consuming to integrate legacy applications. But today that's changing. So within Oracle we have a marketplace where our customers are able to access already integrated third-party products or best of breed applications. So making it much easier to get to market much faster, as well as of course the rest of the Oracle CX stack. Most of our customers, if we're going in to speak to them about commerce, they will already have an element of our marketing stack, for example.
Now again, we did talk before about the nomenclature and calling it CX and customer experience. So how much of the customer's experience is now within the range of the suite?
Well, we know that the customer doesn't see channels. They don't know the difference between marketing, service. As far as they're concerned, they're interacting with a brand and they want that brand to know who they are, regardless of where they're shopping, if it's in the store or if it's online. So within the Oracle suite, we're trying to ensure that is very much a seamless experience for the customer, and that they don't need to see those channels, that those silos don't exist in their experience as well.
Great. Well, look, we've picked up on a lot of that in the white paper, so I won't go over it now because there's that to read. But if we step back and look at the changes in retail, how are you seeing the new pressures or challenges for retailers?
Yeah, I mean, particularly in the UK market, it's a very challenging market. Retailers have done everything that they can to lower their operational costs, lower their expenses. There's been a huge focus on service, so becoming omni-channel, offering click and collect. Often that's become very expensive for retailers to do, and that's very challenging as well. But they've done as much as they can there to, often they've dropped their prices as much as they can to be as competitive as possible. So they've done all these things to be as competitive as they can be. So where else is there left to focus, therefore? And we believe that that focus should really be on the customer. And when we're talking about the customer, the loyal customer base is actually very, very important. And I think many retail brands forget that often. They're going out looking to acquire new customers, and that's very important. But actually the existing customer base is where the most revenue actually comes from. So we're trying to help customers to really focus on our customers to really focus on their loyal customer base in order to generate the most revenue.
The loyalty aspect is really interesting, getting more margin into the business. But one of the things we saw in January at NRF, speaking with your director of retail, was a desire to also simplify the business operations in order to reduce cost and be able to scale more easily. Is that drive for simplification something that you're seeing?
I mean, yeah, definitely. And I think that's why our customers are all requesting that we move our applications into the cloud. They haven't got the time to focus on, hosting and worrying about their IT systems for one thing. That time is much better spent focusing on the customer and engaging them and generating that loyalty that we've just discussed as well. They also want to get to market much quicker. They need to be competitive. They need to be able to react to things that are happening in the market, and the way that customers are interacting is just moving so quickly. They need to be able to react to that very, very quickly and easily. Old legacy systems didn't necessarily enable that. So.
Right. I mean, one other helping hand that we're hearing a lot of talk about now is AI, especially the way it's being integrated to, help with triage, help with human decision making, or even remove some of the tedium of decision making. We can't have an interview without talking about AI. Have you stuffed any AI into the suite we should know about?
Yes, of course we have. AI was launched recently within the Oracle CX suite, and it's a big focus for us, integrating that across our full product suite. Of course, it's very interesting and revolutionising actually the customer experience and the way that customers are looking to shop, but also more in the back end in the way that businesses are able to use AI, particularly around personalisation. Again, I think that's going to be really important in helping businesses to really understand their customer, to meet their requirements, and again, to really just build that loyalty and focus on those very valuable customers.
Great. So look, I think a number of themes coming together here, from simplifying operations, giving human retailers a helping hand with AI, and also then bringing more margin in the loyalty. So I think we'll pause here. I think plenty to talk about when we get together again in another year's time, and maybe even a few more white papers. Chrissy, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.